In this video, I am covering 10 types of blog posts you need on your blog. I'm talking blog posts that provide serious value to your reader and will continue to drive traffic to your site for years to come. You don't want to miss this. Today, I want to give you 10 types of blog posts that you need to have on your blog. These are all evergreen content ideas that will help you really build a solid blogging foundation, and they're perfect for beginners and growing bloggers alike. So first, let's define what evergreen content is in case you are not familiar with this term. Now, evergreen, also known as pillar or cornerstone content, is in-depth, very informative content that has a long lifespan, and it's going to greatly serve your audience and yourself indefinitely. This type of content it's foundational for your blog, and it establishes you as an authority in your niche. Now, when I was transitioning from a hobby blogger to a business blogger in my first blogging business in the parenting niche, these types of blog posts were the first that I focused on writing to grow my traffic and my social media shares. And to this day, my pillar blog posts that I wrote years ago still drive a significant portion of traffic to my site, grow my email list daily, and generate sales. There is a lot that goes into writing a good blog post, so you don't want to focus all your efforts on posts that are time sensitive and will be irrelevant a few weeks or months later. You want to make sure that there is a lot of content on your site that has a long shelf life, basically meaning that you want to create content that will be relevant to your readers for many years to come. You write it once and then it's relevant for years. Okay, now that you know what evergreen content is, let's get into the list. In no particular order, here are 10 blog posts you need to have on your blog. Number 1, the beginner's guide or the ultimate guide blog post. This evergreen blog post idea is an extremely detailed, in-depth explanation of a specific topic related to your niche. Think of it as a comprehensive guide for your reader. It should include all the basics and leave your reader feeling just significantly informed about your topic. You should be answering frequently asked questions about the topic and include any additional or missing information that your competitors are leaving out. A good beginner's guide or ultimate guide blog post should also include a detailed outline of steps with relevant graphics, charts, and video to aid in explaining this subject further. So depending on your niche, if you are an artist who is teaching all about oil painting on their blog, it could be the ultimate guide or the beginner's guide to oil painting, or the ultimate guide or beginner's guide to photography, the ultimate guide or beginner's guide to grocery shopping for a vegetarian diet. Whatever it is that would really help your reader coming in just get all the basics. All right, number 2, the myth blog post. This pillar post is all about myth busting. What are some common myths or misunderstandings within your niche that need to be cleared up before your ideal reader can move forward? For example, vegetarians don't get enough protein, or maybe carbs make you fat, or it's not worth saving money if I can only contribute a small amount. Think of 4 or 5 myths that surround your niche topic and explain why they are not true. Blog post type number 3 is your essential tools and resources blog post. Every niche has resources and or tools dedicated specifically to that industry. So what are the resources and tools that you have used to gain your knowledge or to develop your skills and talents? What have you used to get you where you are today that your readers need to know about? So this could include physical tools, like 5 essential knitting tools you need to knit a blanket, or paintbrushes you need for oil painting, maybe essential baking tools and resources. This could include books and media. So for my parenting blog, my essentials tools and resources posts include books, websites, and a documentary to help people. It could include equipment, hardware, or software. My essential tools and resources blog post for this site includes mostly hardware and software that I use to run a profitable business. A tools and resources post is also a great opportunity to earn some affiliate income. Okay, moving on to the 4th blog post type, which is the how-to post. So your how-to or tutorial blog posts, they're among the most popular with people, and they're going to get shared a lot. The goal is to teach your ideal customer how to do something. You want to make sure that your tutorials are just simple and straightforward for a beginner. It would also, I think it would be really beneficial to record a video tutorial and embed it on your blog if possible, especially if there's a lot of steps. So what type of how-to blog post should you write? Think back to when you were a beginner. What did you find challenging? What is your audience currently struggling with? Think about what types of tutorials will just improve your readers' lives and benefit from them. And like I said, a well-written how-to post will help drive a ton of traffic to your site year after year. Some examples of various niches for how-to posts would include maybe how to train for a 5K, how to make pasta from scratch, how to compost. I'm just pulling out ideas from my head here. How to start a blog. That's one that I've done. So how to never run out of ideas for your blog. That's another one. That's the first video in this content series. So those are how-to types of posts. Have you written any of these how-to posts or any of these types of posts that I've talked about so far? If you have, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know some of the posts that you have written. All right, blog post type number 5 is the in-depth review. Now, this evergreen blog post idea involves a very detailed and comprehensive review of a product or a service or even a software. The review should be on something specific to your niche or something closely related and really relevant to helping people looking for information in your industry. So they're constantly searching for reviews online before they invest money in something. So again, these types of posts can be incredibly valuable to your audience and also bring in some affiliate income for you. Now, it's important to note that you need to have used or currently use this product, service, or software in order to write an in-depth review that is beneficial to your reader, right? You can't effectively review something you have never used yourself. So stay authentic and make sure you only review things you have used yourself. I have done a lot of in-depth reviews in my years of blogging, both with the parenting blog that I have and also with this blog. And I'm working on an in-depth review of ConvertKit, the email marketing platform that I use and love for building my email list. If you are a photographer, you might do an in-depth review of a new camera that just came out, or an in-depth review of a specific organization system. If you're in the organizing space, maybe a very detailed review of a new diet or fitness program. If you're in the weight loss niche, a new baby device, if you blog about being a new mom, things like that. All right, post number 6 is a detailed list post. People love a good list. It's a one-stop shop for a bunch of great ideas in one convenient place. And list posts, I think, are probably the most often shared on social media because they're fun, they're enticing to read. But I'm not just talking about a quick numbered blog post from like 1 to 100 and you're done. If you're creating a list post as part of your evergreen content strategy, then you want to make sure that it's a highly detailed and valuable list, something that's valuable to your ideal customer. It also needs to stand the test of time as a pillar post. So forget lists that are tied to the current year's trends. You know, there will be times when a quick 1 to 20 list will do, but when it comes to evergreen content, think long lasting and think quality over quantity when it comes to items. Maybe focus on 5 to 10 things in a list and go into greater detail with each item. So this video you are currently watching has also been repurposed into a blog post, and it's an example of a pillar list blog post with 10 different ideas, right? A few other examples might be, 5 pantry staples you need to have in your pantry when you're trying to lose weight, or 7 core exercises for back pain, maybe 10 items every homeschool classroom needs, things like that. Blog post type number 7 is the comparison blog post. So another great evergreen blog post idea is this comparison post. This is where you take 2 different products, services, software, etc. in your niche and compare them. So blank versus blank. You're going to give a in-depth review of 2 things, including the pros and cons of each. Then you'll state your conclusion of which you think is the best at the end. And this helps build your authority in your niche as well. It also gives you a great opportunity to, once again, get some affiliate income. Think of your niche and brainstorm 2 things people compare in your industry. A couple different examples to get your brain going could be like Uber versus Lyft, or paleo versus keto, WordPress.org versus WordPress.com. That's one I've done. Breastfeeding versus bottle feeding, homeschool versus public school, yoga versus Pilates, ConvertKit versus ActiveCampaign. The 8th type of blog post you need on your blog is a before and after post. A before and after blog post allows you to show a transformation. How was something or someone like before, and what does it or does someone look like now? Some examples of this could include a before and after room makeover if you are in the DIY design niche, or before I started X diet and after X number of months on this diet. You could do a before and after makeup tutorial, a before and after web design project. This could be your own transformation or one of your students or clients' transformations. Just make sure to include before and after photos or graphs or data to visually show that transformation if possible. All right, coming up on number 9 here is the case study post. Now, a case study post is a really valuable one to have, and it explains how you or someone you have worked with got a specific result in a specific amount of time. These case study blog posts they're particularly powerful to communicate the value of the products and services that you offer. You really want to break down the exact steps that you or a student or customer of yours took to get an X result. So start with an intro that just leads into describing the challenge that they face, and then identify what you or they tried as a solution to the problem, and then give the benefits and advantages involved. And then at the end with the result that they got from the said solution and how it has improved you or their happiness, health, relationship, business, whatever it may be. So some examples could include, how I grew my traffic by 10,000 using Pinterest, how Sarah went from exhausted to organized in 30 days, how Dave went from burning toast to gourmet cooking meals in 2 weeks. So again, this case study can be a personal case study if you don't have any clients yet, or if you have clients, it's great to focus on them and what transformation they got through working with you. And the last type of blog post that you want to have on your blog is a your story post. Everyone loves a good story, and your story is what helps set you apart from other bloggers in your niche. So as I've said before, people follow people, not brands. And sharing your story gives your audience a better understanding of who you are. Don't worry if you feel like your story doesn't feel exciting enough to share. Your journey, it doesn't have to involve like shocking circumstances or exciting events to really resonate with others. In fact, even a simpler story will likely be more relatable to your audience, but you want to be able to connect with them. Let them share your journey. How did you get to where you are today? Why do you blog about what you blog about? What decisions did you make to get to this point in your life, right? So sharing your story helps readers build that connection with you. People, they choose to work with those that they know, they like, and they trust, and they want to hear more about you. Okay, and there you have it, 10 evergreen or pillar blog post ideas you need to have on your blog. These blog posts are in depth and they do take a good amount of time to write. So I don't want you to feel like you have to write them all back to back. You can include other types of blog posts in between these, but I highly recommend creating at least 1 or 2 of these evergreen posts per month. This content is what will lay the foundation for a strong business. I hope you guys like this video. Please like it if you like it, share it with anyone you think that could benefit from it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.